Hey everyone, welcome to the Cannabis Show. I'm your host, Michelle Davis, and I'm so glad that you guys can hang out with us today because I got the magic man in the house.
What's
That's
up?
right. Kenny Knoll, known as the Ink Dragon. He is the owner of the Healing Panda, as we have the Healing Panda in the background. Right.
Yep.
So, how you doing, Kenny?
Good. Tired. Shop's
you?
doing great. So
Yeah?
a little tired.
So yesterday at posing practice at LVAC, I walk in and all of a sudden I see the display table is there's this big Healing Panda banner. And I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah.
And so, Nolan and another...
Lacey.
Yeah.
Our new employee, yep.
I tried one of the gummies with no sugar in it.
Okay. Yeah, all of our gummies have no sugar. So
Really?
we do the day and the nighttime ones.
Uh-huh.
And then we have an all-in-one, too, that can be taken throughout the day. That's been also slow-cooked with turmeric, ginger, and ginkgo biloba
Wow.
to help with stress and pain throughout the day.
I want to let you guys know, I have known Kenny for a long time. And it started with protein popcorn. And he started with protein popcorn, and you have made so many different things, just trying it out.
Yeah, everything. Vegan protein bars. Basically what started was taking sugar out of everything and adding protein powder instead. The only problem was it made it with dairy because of the whey protein.
Let's start way back. Like, what made you want to start something like this to help people?
I've always wanted to have something to do with food, and then we found a niche for gluten-free, and I was like, you know what, let's just do gluten-free and let's just keep it going.
Like, did you do gluten-free, or was it a thing that you saw people needed help with, or?
I didn't even know what it was.
Really?
And then I made some protein muffins and a cheesecake, and a fitness nutritionist lady was like, do you know everything you're doing is gluten-free? And I'm like, okay, what is that? And then she told me, and then I did research on it, and then within the year I was like, okay, you know what, I want to open up my own gluten-free cafe and bakery. And it took a long time to actually master the bread to be 100% gluten-free, vegan, and nut-free, but my manager Nolan nailed it. And he's not even a chef.
And that's one thing we're going to definitely kind of clarify is huge shout out to Nolan, and Nolan is like the brains behind a lot of the things you do.
Yep, he is. He's taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to CBD, even the THC side of stuff. He's
in the kitchen.
Yeah, in the
He's in the
kitchen, cooking up macaroons. He's made. It's just crazy. And now we're just dosing everything with CBD. I mean, I think there's only 3 items in our store that don't have CBD infused.
And so it's amazing the transformation I've seen from protein popcorn to gluten-free cheesecake and breads. And like at first, when I first met you was when I was going through like my juicing cleanse, organic, all, and I wasn't vegetarian or vegan. I just loved living clean and eating clean. And a lot of the things you offered, I could never find all of those clean recipes under one roof.
Yeah, and I do miss a lot of great grubbing. It was part of my life for 4 some odd years, and it did help a lot of people. It helped people that had celiac that could come and eat and not worry about getting sick and cross-contamination with another restaurant that would put the same flour pizza crust into the oven with a gluten-free pizza crust.
Right.
But as time went on, when I started getting into CBD, it just took over. So I had to make a choice.
And that's kind of transformed your entire business now.
Yes. So now we are the Healing Panda. We're a full CBD shop. We still make breads. If people want bread, we still make it for them. Just got to give us a day or 2 notice.
Yeah.
But still, all our edibles are 100% gluten-free. We kept all our bakery items the same back there, so there's still no cross-contamination. Everybody wanted us to keep our vegan gluten-free cookies.
I was going to say
big
those
giant ones, and I forgot to bring some. And but those are the ones that we'll still keep for everybody.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then go from there.
And so we did bring some goodies that we kind of want to highlight and go over. But first and foremost, let's give the address and the hours, and if anyone wants to visit your store.
We're at 2530 St. Rose Parkway on the corner of St. Rose and Paseo Verde. We're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 3.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we stayed open later hours in the evening so people getting off work, they can come and see us. And then wasn't planning to stay open Sunday, but now for sure.
So let's talk about some of the things you brought. If you want to highlight something first and foremost, let me know.
Okay, so let's, the gummies. The gummies are becoming one of our biggest sellers.
Okay. And why is that?
people love the gummies, and they're not gummy bears. They're a little bit bigger. There's some Lego dudes in there, some little piggy things and smiley faces. We did it sugar-free and dairy-free. I have parents that give this stuff to their kids.
Can we have the overshot of this and show this? Yeah, and that was another thing I wanted to kind of talk about was, tell me one of the stories of some of the parents with their kids, how your products have just transformed their lives. Well, not only the parents, but the kids as well.
One of my very close friends,
let's see, where is this?
She gives her daughters the nighttime gummies. We'll cut them in half, let them try it so they can go to sleep. And it works because they just bounce off the walls. You know, they're young kids. And why keep all the sugar in it? And this way we just did it without it. Nice, good flavors, and people love them. And then we do a daytime one as well.
I think the biggest thing, parents, I don't have kids.
I don't either.
But I would think that a lot of parents are like, well, I don't want to get my kid high.
Yes.
And I don't like this product shot thing. Let's bring it back.
Our gummies and all our products don't have any THC. It all comes from a hemp plant. We have all our testing papers. We are going to be breaking into nano CBD next for water.
Really?
I don't trust a lot of the waters out there because I'm not making it myself. So this way we can actually dose 20 to 25 milligrams per bottle of water, and we have our own alkaline machine in the back. So, and we can add little flavor drops and make it blueberry, lemon, whatever anybody wants.
So what kind of took you from transforming people and helping their digestive system and the nutrition in their food to now looking more at how the physical side of CBD can help with people?
You know, I did as much as I possibly could with Great Grubbing. There was no more to say about gluten-free. There was really nothing.
Did you feel like the market of CBD, because it's thriving right now, would be better to go into? And it wasn't only that, but it's not only money, but I feel like the story you had portraying your side of life was one of the reasons.
If I didn't have those strokes, I never would have got into this whatsoever. I did not like marijuana. I didn't like any of that stuff. And, you know, I do marijuana. I just do oil drops to help sleep at night. I take CBD throughout the whole day, and I love it. If you come in, and the people that already know me, the people that know me on the internet or know me personally, I love to talk about everything and anything.
Right.
So when you come into the shop,
he is a talker, which is awesome because, well, no, it's great. You have so many stories to tell, and you can go in depth about certain topics, and you're very, very passionate about freedom, American rights, people in general. Yeah, you have a huge heart.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people come in since the shop has changed that want to sell me CBD from another country.
Right.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Let's talk about that real quick, because if anyone goes like on Google, or if you were to try and buy CBD on, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Anywhere. Most of it is private labeled. You'll see the same ingredients in every bottle, just with a different label, different color. We have people come in and say they get their CBD from Sweden, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Europe, Asia. Why? We have so many hemp farms out here that are doing it correctly.
You get it local?
Yeah, I get it from Colorado.
Wow.
Support the United States. This is where you live. This is your people. You support everybody. If not, small farms are going to close up. Why support Canada or the UK or something, you know? Are they supporting our economy? No. That's why everything that's topical and edible in our shop is all made in the United States. You know.
And what made you have such faith in that sense? Because you're, you know.
You know, pretty much just recently, my 3 trips to Iraq is, you know, going as a civilian to shake hands with soldiers. I went with Tito Ortiz, the Ultimate Fighter. Was very eye-opening. Doing a lot of bases with him up and down the California coast really, really was like, wow, these are our soldiers. These are not just protecting our ways of life, but protecting those people in other countries' ways of life too. Yeah, there is a lot of bad publicity.
Was that at the time you did the Great Grubbing that you went on those tours? Or?
No. This was way before.
Way before.
This was this was 10 years ago to 11 years ago, in 2007. And so the whole military thing just stayed with me over the years. A lot of my friends are in the military that I love to death. One of my friends, Jeremy from Arizona, I've known since high school. He's been in since he's been 18 years old.
Wow.
And he comes to visit, and some of his friends too. And I have a ton of soldiers that come into our shop. Just the other day, a guy came in. He was in the military for 30 years. He told me every little war that he's been in and places that us as civilians don't even know. And I support him dearly. We give discounts to all our soldiers that come in. A guy today that was in the Vietnam War came in today, and I hooked him up, you know. And
that's cool.
He was awesome. We just talked about things, you know, and it was great, you know. And for not being a soldier, I respect all of them for going to war. You know, take away from their families and go to fight for our country that we live in.
I gotta say, a lot of people don't think like that, and
No, they don't.
I have to say, I'm one of them. I don't think I've really taken aside and put myself aside and said, I really love my country enough to put everything beside me and go for my country. I mean, there's so many people that put their country before them, and to even think about the soldiers and how much they've dedicated to put their life on the line. So many people just live their regular days and don't even think twice about
and a lot of those
sacrifices.
Soldiers, are now police officers.
And police officers,
they're doing the same thing for us too.
You know.
Yeah, and like I wasn't born here. I was born in China, and I came over here. I think I was about 3 or 4. Became a citizen at 7 or 8. A lot of people tell me like you should be against all this because I wasn't born here. No, this gave me the life that I want. I have the U.S. flag tattooed under one arm, and I have the Chinese flag tattooed to the other. I was born there, but I was raised here. I'm an American.
Right.
And some people say I have a lot more patriotism than most people. Well, that's great.
You do, and I really honor that.
And I love it. I'm, you know, NRA member. I'm a gun toter. I carry all day, every day. You know, but as an American citizen, that's your right.
And I think also it has to do with freedom of speech. That's a biggie because, okay, here you go from great grubbing and serving soups and salads and gluten-free bread and cheesecake to all of a sudden let's completely flip the script.
Yep.
And now you're doing something that may have people talking, and you're like, you know what? I'm still me. I'm still the way I am, and believe wholeheartedly that I want to help people. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm making money and all that is great. And by the way, Nolan says, "Hey." Gotta say hi. But at the end of the day, you're changing people's lives. You're helping people.
Yeah.
I see more than ever how your line is helping kids. And it's helping seniors. And it's not, yes, the in-between ages, you know, you're helping soldiers and everything of that sorts, but I really see the kids and the seniors are the big impact that you're helping with.
And the
with
kids' stories when parents come in, and it really affects me to hear like kids with autism or Asperger's or just different seizures and everything. Then after they do take our product, it helps, it works, but it's still that first initial of them telling us.
Well, first initial of them even walking in and wanting to ask you questions.
And it's hard. A lot of them don't want to express to a stranger of the ailments that their kids are going through or they're going through.
Yeah.
But me, Nolan, and Lacey, we listen. We don't sit there and judge them. We don't sit there, you know, get out. This is way too hard. We can't do it. You know, get out. We sit there and we'll talk forever in there. And the thing is, we'll educate you on what not to take, the different ingredients they put in these CBD oils that could hurt you. And regardless if you buy from me or not, we sit there and talk. We'll talk for 35, 45 minutes, and the people will walk out the door without buying one thing. Okay? As long as if we can educate them, and wherever else they buy it, they know to read their ingredients and know what's going on. And we've had some really issues with people that have bought CBD from other companies, and it's been really bad on them and on their pets. And
let's talk about that.
Yeah, and I'm not going to name any companies.
No, it's okay. Sure. I want to know like the side effects of bad CBD, and if you were to buy CBD, what are some of the things you should look out for?
Okay, so
let's start with
one of the biggest things is MCT oil.
Okay.
In our day gummies, we do have MCT oil. MCT oil is a different way. It's extracted from coconut, but it's a thermogenic fat burner.
Okay.
If people haven't heard, it's bulletproof coffee.
That's what I think of when I think of MCT. I think bulletproof coffee.
And a lot of people don't know what that is. They just say, oh, it's coconut oil.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But if you take a tablespoon of that, you're not going to sleep at night. It's thermogenic. It burns body fat. You're on a whole nother level. And you're jacked, especially if you add it to coffee or anything like that.
Right.
So a lot of these companies are adding MCT oil to their CBD drops to help go to sleep. It's not going to help you go to sleep.
That is... Did anybody learn a little thing or two with that? I did.
Yeah,
give a thumbs up. I had no idea.
And then another thing too with it is the reason they use MCT oil is because MCT oil does not solidify. Coconut oil does. So and it's cheaper too to put MCT oil in. And a lot of people, when we were just doing the construction in the store, this lady wanted to sell it to me, and this sleeps, da da da. I don't blame her. She's just selling her a product that I don't know if it's a multi-level marketing scam, probably is. And I just told her, I go take a tablespoon of MCT oil and tell me if you can sleep at night, and you're not going to be able to do it.
Right.
Another big thing with MCT oils, they're giving it to dogs. A lot of people are buying stuff for their dogs is to calm their anxiety, the stress and all that. Now you're giving MCT oil for what it does to us as humans and bigger, that they're giving it to dogs, and these dogs are going ballistic off of it. We have a lady that came in and told me that she was giving her dog CBD, but it doesn't work. And I asked her, can she bring the bottle in? The next week she brought the bottle in, and it's full of MCT oil.
Oh, God.
Every day she would go to work, give her dog this, and she'd come home, the house was destroyed. And then one night, I guess and it's a Chihuahua, I think she told me, ripped the doggy door off. And I told her, I go, if you weren't pregnant right now, I would give you some MCT oil, and you could see how it affects you, and you're giving it to a 20-pound dog or 15-pound dog. And now we put on ours, and it's okay. You know, regardless if it wasn't my CBD, it was somebody else's that just maybe had hemp oil, but not the MCT.
So what are some other ingredients that people are throwing in there that may not need to be there?
Yeah, another one big one is white willow bark. Okay. It is a precursor to aspirin.
Okay.
For me, that's
what I heard. Like if you're in pain, if you want natural, white willow bark.
Exactly. But if you're allergic to aspirin like me, it's going to kill you. If you're on blood thinners, it's going to thin out your blood as well.
Okay.
So they put that into creams. Some oil drops that I've seen and some tinctures also have white willow bark in it. We just don't have it just because I'm allergic to it.
Right.
And I don't believe you need that with the CBD.
And they put that, some companies put that in their CBD?
Yep. In their tincture drops, pain creams, everything, they put white willow bark in. Because it is aspirin, it will take away the pain. And it's a natural, it's a root. But for people that are allergic to it, that's the problem. And nobody will tell you this. I had a kid that from a CBD shop that wanted to sell me it, and it was white willow bark, and it argued with me that it has no aspirin, it doesn't hurt anybody with aspirin, but it does. Oh, hi Tim and Lori, I miss you guys. But that's one of the big things that we tell a lot of people is to really look at your ingredients. I've seen CBD oils that are mixed with one was really bad. It was like vegetable glycerin, lemon essential oil, potassium sorbate, and citric acid. And I opened it and poured it. It was like this white, thicky, milky looking substance with water. And they sold it for $140 a bottle for only 100 milligrams of CBD. And then a
lot of snake oil out there.
A lot.
I have a lot of companies that, buy my products, tons of lines, CBD this, CBD that. But for one, I feel like I need to trust the person I'm buying it from.
Yes.
And that relationship takes a long time to establish. One of the things that's very important that I've noticed that I don't see in other CBDs is cold pressed. So that's something that you do with yours.
Yep. So basically, if a company says they do everything from scratch, like we do, in these bottles, we'll put 500 to 1,000 milligrams or more if you ask of CBD isolate. And then what we do is we slow cook all these different oils, roots, and herbs and put it with it. If you wanted to come in and say you want your own combination of, say, like hemp, avocado, coconut oil, you give me 10 minutes and I'll make it for you. You'll get the bottle hot with your name and your name on the label to them.
But I think they need to talk to you because a lot of people don't know by combining all of these, what would it do? I mean, I love avocado oil, or I love almond oil or ginger, but combining it all together, the actual essential needs that each of these things have. And that's why you have several different lines. I mean, here we have the CBD and hemp oil, which is 500 milligrams cold pressed. This is a brand new sweet almond oil.
Yep.
Then the 1,000 CBD night drops. So
yeah, that's one of our biggest sellers because I slow cook the lavender, the chamomile, the melatonin, the valerian root, and then I also put turmeric and ginger. Just for anybody's in pain at night, that turmeric will just calm everything down, and ginger is such a powerful antioxidant.
And how much do you think they should take of this if no one has ever tried it before and they have sleep issues?
I tell people about a quarter of the actual droplet, about 35 to 45 minutes before you want to go to sleep.
Under the tongue?
Under the tongue. Hold it for 13 seconds and then swallow. If it puts you down too hard, cut it down a little. If it's not enough, go a little higher.
And are there any side effects?
That you're going to sleep. I had an email from a lady that said that she said, thanks for ruining your Saturday night. Oh no, that was a gummy she took. She took a nighttime gummy and she passed out and slept for a long time, which was great.
Yeah.
And I take that at night too.
That's awesome. I think sleep hygiene is so important.
Oh yeah.
And so the doggy oil drops, Now, can people custom make their own doggy oil drops, or is that something you think they should just buy the standard recipe that you have?
Only if they've done the research of what roots and herbs that a dog can take.
Like, let's say they have a dog that has cancer and is really old and has arthritis, and they need something really strong.
And that's kind of what we did with this, with our dog oil drops, because there's turmeric in it.
Okay.
We put coconut oil, olive oil, which is great for their coats, their hairs, and everything. And basil, oregano, and parsley too. That helps with the overall dog issues. One thing that I'll go back to is that with the MCT oil for dogs, they said to give it to dogs that are lazy or lethargic or overweight. Do I believe in that? Yes and no. If you take an MCT oil, you know how it affects you. Putting it into like a little 10 or 15 pound dog is kind of dangerous.
Right.
For me, I believe that.
Now, the nighttime drops, is this something, or the doggy oil drops, this can be for dogs with social anxiety. This could be
separation anxiety.
Did I say social?
Yeah, I was like, no. Separation anxiety.
You know what I mean. That's great.
One thing too is about our dog oil drops and our dog treats is that you and I can take it and we'll feel great. I made it this way so that, like, if little kids were giving their dogs the oils or the doggy bites, that they can eat it and you don't have to rush them to the hospital.
Right.
There's, like I said, there's a lot of things in these other oils that are for humans that the dog can't have.
Okay.
We've read that ginseng really hurts a dog's stomachs, so we don't put that in there.
Okay.
Just different roots and herbs and different oils that can hurt them, we don't use.
Right.
So doing the research of finding what oils are good and what's not, and the roots and herbs to put in, we did it. We tried cats. Too hard. Cats are way too hard. Sorry about you cat people out there. It's just way too hard to. We can't figure. It's just, if you give them too much, it's going to hurt them. You give them too less, it's not going to work. I'd rather just be safe and not do it, and not hurt the person's cat.
Right.
You know, the dog's totally good. You know, and go from there.
And last but not least, I love how you have a avocado oil mix.
Yep. So we use a pure avocado oil. I mean, avocados are so great for you. The taste is great. No, so I think Nolan takes that all the time, because one of the ladies, Tammy, that works for a chiropractic office that takes our stuff, she takes it and it's helped her asthma.
Really?
She doesn't use her inhaler as much. It's helped with a lot of her allergies, especially now with the heat and the wind.
Right.
So it's been doing really good.
That's great. I love that. And I also want to talk about your lotions, because this is a pain relief cream. And I love that you have alkaline water. It's the first ingredient.
Yep. And the great thing about these are we make it in-house. It's all natural. There's calendula leaves, there's bamboo extract in there, there's frankincense resin that we slow cook everything with, and a little bit goes a long way. And
how did you learn all of this?
Just
research. First you went research?
Basically just like the gluten-free place
really
that we had.
That's not too overly scenty, like. Yeah, that's nice.
Us guys can take that, and then it's not like we walked out of Bath Body Works or whatever that is, you know, but
Bed Bath and Beyond.
You know, and people love it because it just absorbs quickly, it dries up quickly, and these bottles go a long way because you don't need a lot to get that absorbed into your muscles or your skin to wherever you're hurting and stuff. So
the CBD drops, now are these tinctures or drops?
It's about the same. It's the same thing. Yeah, just everything's underneath your tongue. Hold it for so many seconds and then swallow.
And then the lotions and then the CBD gummies. Now, how much do the drops go for?
The different ones, if it's just straight oil like the almond oil and hemp oil, they're, gosh, I want to say, it's $45 for the 500 milligram and $80 for the 1,000. Okay. The night drops. Oh gosh, I can't believe I don't know the pricing right now. I have a lot of stuff.
I think it's like $150.
No, not that much. This is 50. I want to say $55 for the 500 milligram, and then $90 for the 1,000. The dog drops are $50 for the 500, and I think $75 for the 1,000. Okay. If it's wrong and you guys quote me on the price, I'll just give it to you that price.
I think it was all in one.
That's the most expensive.
That was the 150.
Yeah, that's the one that we just threw every root and herb that's good for your body into one big mix. And
what's the highest dosage you could go?
I did a 5,000 milligram hemp oil the other day for a gentleman for their family. He had a bunch of seizures, and they called me, when can I have it done? I go, leave your house now and I'll be done by the time you get here. Handed the bottle to his mom warm, and I go, just don't give it to him until after it cools off. Done. And he loved it, and he came back 3 days later. I didn't even know it was him. I'm like, so how's your son doing? He's like, he's right here. I'm like, wow. Yeah, and they take it now, and it's no seizures. So it's been great.
So you have the lavender and the mint
Yeah.
pain relief cream, which can also be a lotion.
Yep. Moisturizing lotion.
How much do these go for?
Okay, $60. I wish I would have brought my thing. $60 for 500 milligram, and I want to say $100 for the 1,000 milligram. And they're 8-ounce bottles, and like I said, they last a long time.
So what would be the difference if someone was to take a tincture versus a pain relief cream?
The pain relief cream, we always suggest if it's more of an outside pain, like topical more pain.
Right.
The oil drops for more like internal, like neuropathy and stuff. If you mix, a lot of people mix them together.
Like joint soreness.
Yeah. And we have an anti-inflammatory oil I did not bring. That's been helping out a tremendously amount of people. That's one of our biggest sellers.
Really?
Next to the night oil, because
that's what I was going to ask.
Everything with that. So it's been crazy. But like when you mix the two together, you know, today the Vietnam vet that came in, that's what I gave him. We did him the lotion, and we did him the the anti-inflammatory drops.
Great.
So we'll find out in 2 or 3 days if he likes it. You know, I give my number to call me and tell me how everything's going.
The gummies, how much do these retail for?
It's $10 for 6 gummies. They're not bears, so they're a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit around a quarter.
So they have the daytime and the nighttime.
And then the one I didn't bring, because I forgot, is the one that has the ginger, the turmeric, and the ginkgo biloba in it. And that can be taken throughout the whole entire day to eat.
And I love how the CBD gummies are protein filled.
Yeah. And we put plant-based protein in each one. So you just have a little bit of protein before sleeping at night. It's not a lot, so we don't really say how much is in there. We just throw the protein in just to give it a little bit.
That's great.
You know, a lot of different things.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Nolan and how great he is and how you met him and how he's like the brainchild. He's like, you're the pinky and he's the brain.
Nolan came to me, to my shop, when we moved from one location to another. I want to say it was about 2.5 years ago.
Because it's a small team. It's a small family.
And he's been with me ever since. Like I said, he mastered our bread. He was a waiter, Applebee's or Chili's, one or the other. He was a waiter there, and he came over. He was working both, and then after I saw how hard he was working, I'm like, you know what would it take for you to come over here full time and screw your other job? That's great. Done. And then a lot of the ideas are not just mine. It's always like, hey, what do you think? Should we do this? Should we not do this? And he'll give the honest opinions. And then sometimes I'll fight him on it. I'll go with my own idea and not really care what he says. But then most of the time I do go with, we come maybe to a happy medium on things. And the passion he has is unbelievable, you know. And if
he does. He loves to help people. And he just has a lot of heart.
Yeah. If I was ever going to open up another shop anywhere, it would be, he'd have to run it. Because I wouldn't trust people to use real turmeric root or real ginger root or talk to the people like we do. Right. And that's the thing, that if I did have another shop or a franchise or whatever, it would be him at his own shop, and I would stay at one of the shops or however we would do it.
And one thing is having that type of person to trust with your business, especially since you changed it from Great Grubbing to the Healing Panda, and he's been with you through it all. And
he loves it a lot because I give him free reign on baking. Do whatever you want to do.
That's awesome. He's never had any cooking or baking classes. It was all taught.
No, just YouTube, I guess. Play around with it, and then whatever ingredients have oil and butter in it, you can do it with CBD. Like he made these little cheesecakes in a mason jar. They're bomb. He made
my god, that sounds so good.
And what else did he make? That was pretty cool.
Reese's. He had croissants when I was
he had croissants. He did Reese's peanut butter cups. The coconut macaroons are to die for.
Oh my gosh.
We have the manager over at Steak and Shake next door, and she was just like, just make me a whole batch. And that's my cousin. Hey, Jackie. And
you have quite a lot of people on live. Kenny is very popular.
Ask some questions.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions for Kenny, anything about the products. One of my favorites is the coffee that you have there, the CBD coffee.
We do a thing that's
dragon.
We call it Ice Dragon or Dragon Fire. One is cold, one is hot. Kind of like the bulletproof style. We put a tablespoon of MCT oil.
Don't have it at night.
Yeah, don't have it at night. Your favorite flavored protein that we have whey or vegan, and 11 ounces of hot or cold coffee, and blend it. Awesome. That is your perfect meal to start off with in a day. You're looking at very, very low sugar, very low carbs. Depending on the protein, 20 to 25 grams of protein, about 240 calories. Automatically, you'll have 14 grams of fat because of the oil, and you're good to go for 7 or 8 hours.
That's awesome.
But I'll warn you, the first couple days, if you haven't taken it before, it's going to make you go to the bathroom. It will clean you out for the first, for a couple days, but then you'll be golden after that. And
golden, you'll be platinum.
Yeah, and you'll be like jacked. And it'll make you sweat. So if you do take it and you go start running around or doing anything, you go to the mall, you're gonna start sweating. Like, it's cold in here. If I wasn't, I'd probably be dripping right now. And but that's the stuff that we do there. That's one of our biggest things.
Your location is great.
Yep.
It's right off the freeway, and I like how it's right in between Lifetime and LVAC. It's a little further from LVAC off Eastern and closer to Lifetime, but that location is booming, that location.
And ever since we put that CBD sign up, we've just been doing great. And
I remember you telling me, like, it's going to be a big CBD sign, and I could kind of tell, like, but it's like you cared, but at the same time you're like,
scared.
But I loved how much passion you had for it, because if you at all, any of you were watching, have been into great grubbing, and then now you're in the Healing Panda, the change.
Yeah.
I wish I had I'm going to take a video. So the next cannabis show, you guys can see what it looks like. It's night and day.
Yeah, and we've had some people go, oh my God, we love it. You're different. You look different. You're healthier. You're not as stressed, which is true. Then we have the people that are really, really upset.
Really?
Because we don't have gluten-free food anymore. But we told everybody back in July 4th or so that we were going to make this change and keep a small gluten-free menu, but only to go.
Were you a little worried about those people? And
yeah, if we were going to even do business, if we were going to just make like $50 a day, that's what we were scared about. You know, and nobody coming in or anything like that. It's with any business, you just never know. And you know, we still have people come in, oh my God, you're not a restaurant anymore. We had one lady that was really, really irate, but
really,
I don't. What can you say?
She must have loved your bread.
Well, she hasn't been there since July, so.
Oh well.
Again, I mean, you're not a person that comes in every week then. But we, like you said, we have women, men, of course, families that want our bread. Just give us a 2 days notice, and we'll bake the same bread that we gave you before.
They can come in and be like, I want the secret bread.
Exactly.
That's
or
not on the menu.
Or.
Uh-oh, did we lose it? We coming back? If you guys can hear me, hold on a second. Okay, we're back. Thank goodness.
Let me go to my page.
But Kenny Knoll from the Healing Panda, we go way back and talk about heart and the changes. I think it's great to see, just throughout the years, the different changes that happen.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And she knows and a lot of you guys on Facebook know, are friends of mine, that I'm pretty much a hothead. And, but you just grow up, for me. Like,
You're not as hot-headed as you used to be.
No, not at all. I was very stressed before, and I love
when you get stressed, you talk a lot and run around a lot.
Yeah, my mind goes everywhere. But I love it.
But that's why you have Nolan and you have a great team.
Yeah.
And I think eventually you should franchise on the Strip.
Oh, well, that was something else I totally forgot about till now.
Da-da-dun.
Yeah, looks like we're going to be in a smoke shop on the Strip. Right now, a new coffee house is opened. It's called, oh God, they're going to kill me if I can't remember the exact name. I want to say it's Infused.
But you have been talking about infusing CBD coffee in a coffee shop on the Strip.
Yeah, for a long time. This company Infused is doing that. Down by Pawn Stars, there's like a little shopping thing right next to Pawn Stars. So they're in there. Okay. Our product is in there. So for people that are on that far side of town that can't make it all over to us, we have some of our product in there.
I like that.
And then
it's kind of downtown.
Exactly. Then there'll be a couple more spaces. We finalized the deal next week.
Really?
And it's right now, like, I think we'll be the only two people that are allowed to do smoothies and coffees infused with CBD. Like, we do that now. Like, our smoothies, we could put in brain power, our CBD brain power oil, our all-in-one, our fat burning oil.
Anyone can get a coffee and get.
Not all of them. We have an immune booster, the same as a drops, but you're going to get in a tablespoon 20 milligrams of CBD and all the benefits of all those roots, herbs, and oils.
Okay.
My fat burning CBD one also has peppercorn, yucca root, turmeric, and ginger, slow cooked with the MCT oil and 20 milligrams of CBD. Then we have our big all-in-one, and then we have our oh my gosh, can't remember all this stuff. The brain booster, and it's $2 to add 20 milligrams of CBD, those oils, into any of the smoothies or coffee.
That's great.
The night oil, if you're going to sleep like at 7 o'clock at night, great, you know. And hi,
hey,
Maria. And it's just awesome to be able to add that. And people are coming in and just be like, can we get a smoothie with CBD? Yes, cool.
That's awesome.
Get people to know about it. Get people to feel good off of it. And our smoothies are already healthy as it is. We put protein in all of them. Same with our coffees. They love our edibles because we make everything in house. It's not been sitting in a warehouse for a year or two.
I like it when you're like, look back there. Look at the science lab.
Yeah, we just can't. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, why won't they let us look in the back or behind our wall?" Well,
not every business is going to let you just walk back there.
If you have food and you're getting health department approved, you cannot unless they have a food card. If somebody that say if you don't have a food card, you came in the back of my restaurant and all of a sudden, or my shop, all of a sudden I have health inspection walk in.
Right. I
get dinged. So we explain that to people, but people sometimes are blah blah blah. But if you're in the restaurant or bar industry or food industry, you know that you have to have a health card when you go into the kitchen. Okay. That's why we can't show everybody that. Makes sense. What's back there.
Makes sense.
You know, and when we take pictures of our foods or selfies or whatever, you can see our kitchen. Our kitchen's very clean. We don't have bugs running around or nothing like that. If you've eaten there before, you know how we used to operate and how we did things. It's the same with the CBD.
That's cool.
You know, and it's just, we don't make like 100 bottles in the back and hold it there.
Yeah.
We kind of make it fresh. Some days you'll come in and we don't have it. I'll just be like, sorry, can you come tomorrow?
I like that.
Yeah.
People like that. They don't want stuff that's old.
Yeah. Or call us. Yeah, call us, get custom. I had a lady that wanted our anti-inflammatory, but she was allergic to turmeric. So I'm all, can you come back tomorrow? Can I add garlic, clove in there, and can I add cardamom? I said yes. And I took the turmeric out, slow cooked everything for 3 hours. She came back the next day, boom, has it, and she loves it. It's working great for her.
That's awesome.
It was something that I want to say nobody else is doing. No, I don't think anybody else, I don't even know about it across the country. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But are making things from scratch, are taking things out, worried about the allergies that are coming in here. Like usually we ask, do you have any allergies? Like, or if they're buying it for somebody, can you text them or call them right now to make sure there's no allergies?
Yeah.
Take a picture of the our labels and ask them. If you even have a mild sensitivity to anything that's in here, say like you have a mild sensitivity towards, say lavender, you do not want to take this stuff because we slow cook it. So we're drawing so much of that power from that roots and herbs into our oils that it'll hurt you bad if you're allergic to anything in there. So
what would be some of the indications if they had an allergic reaction?
Kind of like more like an itchy throat, maybe like a breakout rash. If you're really severely allergic itch, then you're going to go into I think anaphylactic shock. I think that's the word. You
know, like you said, some of the CBDs that are not clean, that have a lot of mixed stuff in them, a lot of allergic reactions occur.
A lot of allergic reactions. People are testing positive for THC with some of the oils that have been put out. There is a lot of companies that are making everything overseas and brought here, and it's horrible. I mean, like I said, we have people come in, we have CBD water to sell.
Okay.
And on the water bottle, there is no CBD written of how much it is. It just says it's a hemp extract. You open it, it smells like marijuana because all they do is take hemp buds and leaves, soak them in water, and here you go.
And how do you feel about things like that?
I think it's a misconception. I think it's you're lying to the public. You're just saying, oh, there's CBD in it. And there's so many people that are hearing CBD is so great for you that they're not going to take the time to really research it, and they're just going to drink it and take it.
Right.
The person that sold it to me said, oh, in my place, everybody buys it. Well, I had one guy buy it, and he returned it because it smelled like marijuana and it tasted like marijuana. So you could take your products back or whatever. And then, so now I want to make my own CBD water because I know how much CBD we're going to put into every bottle. And we don't need to make a whole warehouse of 1,000 bottles. We can make them fresh to order.
Yeah.
We have actually flavor drops that we can actually put in the water to make it like blueberry or pineapple and go from there. But there's a lot of things out there that we see, and people bring us bottles that are just,
We got some new comments. If you guys have any questions for Kenny or anything like that, feel free to ask.
Alicia sold my house in California.
Oh, cool. Hey, Alicia. So again, you guys need to go by the Healing Panda. And again, you can make up your own formulas. Just go in and ask Kenny. He pretty much knows everything under the sun when it comes to making your own tinctures and products with using CBD. So that's something that I feel like a lot of people need to come in and be informed of, especially if you have anything that you're curious. I really want to get off this pill, or I want to get off of this. I have a lot of side effects from pharmaceuticals. The natural way is just try something.
Yeah.
You know, talk to your doctor, talk to Kenny, ask your friends, and you know, try a different approach that's a little more natural, better for you in the long run, less side effects, and overall just better quality of life.
And Maria, there's one of the water companies that came to me. They said that that they were from Sweden. That's where they get their CBD from.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy wanted to sell me a lot of stuff from Canada, the UK. Why?
You get a lot of people that want you to buy overseas products.
And since now the shop's
a lot of people
open,
would think, oh, it's cheaper. It's more. It's
it
inexpensive.
is actually cheaper to get the CBD isolates and all that stuff from another country. Yeah, I mean, I'm from China and I don't even buy from my own people. I'm like, yeah, no. Electronics cool, but as far as like, you know, edibles and hell no. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, but like I said, when it comes to like electronic stuff, that's the only place you're gonna get good stuff, you know. So close to, but
and wish, I say wish.
But anything when it comes to like food or
something that you put in your mouth and ingest into your body, or put on your skin, or
how many days was it made ago, or how many months ago it's been sitting in a warehouse in another country.
Very true.
Then you got to talk about shipping it over here, which is going to sit in customs for a little bit longer, and they're not keeping it in air-conditioned cold rooms. And they'll just put that shit outside in 1,000-degree. Oh, we can cuss, whatever. So sorry. Now you can put it into like 1,000-degree heat or whatever.
Right.
And that's the problem when this stuff comes. There was a guy that brought me. It was actually CBD and THC mixed. It was sold to him. He started breaking out, this older gentleman, and I asked him if I could open it. It was in a brown bottle, so you couldn't see anything in. And I took a toothpick and scraped off some brown resin or residue or something on the outside of the bottle. Then I read it more. It expired 3 years ago, and his daughter just bought it for him 2 months ago from a dispensary.
Jesus.
So, and that was not from Vegas or Henderson. That was from another state.
So you have people coming in all the time with products from other companies.
Yeah, we tell people to bring them in, so we know if they say their product's not working, we want to know if it could be great, but if it's only like 100 milligrams of CBD, of course it's not going to work.
Right.
You know, if it's 1,000 milligrams of CBD and he's only taking 1 drop a day, yes, it's not going to work. We'll tell him, you know, keep your product. It's great. The ingredients are awesome.
Yep.
Just uptake your dosage a little bit. You know, our store, we're more about product than in profit. Everybody knows that when they come in.
Yeah.
And we just like to see what everybody else is taking. We're not going to say, oh, throw your bottle away and take ours. Finish your bottle first. And then if you like it, stay with your product. If you think if it's doing great for you and you feel just 100%, stay with that product. Don't come to ours.
Right.
You know, because why would you want to switch?
Right.
You know, if something's going great for you, stick with it.
What's the time frame for your water? Maria's asking that.
Okay. So we're supposed to get our nano CBD tomorrow. It's being overnighted. We got to test it. It's coming with all testing papers and everything. We're just going to add it to water, try it, see how. Maria, you're in Vegas, right? I think. Please give me till like next Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll give you a sample to try. You know, and tell me what you think. Just tell me what flavoring you want. Blueberry and lemon. I'll do it for you if you just want to play.
Kiwi strawberry.
Yeah, something like that, and just try it out and see. You know, we've already got a sample of it that was really good, and it dissolved. We have our own alkaline machine water system in the back of our restaurant, or not even say restaurant, the back of our shop, and as soon as we added water to it, it dissolved. That thing was picture perfect clear.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's great. Let's talk more about CBD maintenance and preventative care.
I believe like you should still take it, regardless. Say if all your pain is gone, still take it. Just lower your doses so you don't go through a bottle every 2 weeks.
Right.
Go down to like 3 or 4 little drops in the morning, maybe 3 or 4 little drops in the afternoon or evening when you go to sleep. If you feel like a migraine or a headache come on, take a quarter or half a droplet. That's what we do at work.
Right.
Like we're under lights, of course, the whole time. You know, we get in there. I get in there super early, but like Nolan comes in there. He's 10 o'clock to 7. We get out sometimes at 7:30. So we're talking long days, and just take takes strawberry kiwi. I gotta see if I even have that next to her. But you could take a half or a quarter droplet to ease that pain away.
Okay.
you know, and it just, because there's no marijuana in our product, so you could take that and not get high, you can drive, you're not going to get arrested for it. But if you take marijuana right now and you go drive and you get in an accident or something,
that's your ass.
Yeah, it's gone. And like for a lot of you gun owners that don't know, is that you cannot have a medical marijuana card if you want to have a CCW card.
That's a good point that you were mentioning.
So that's another thing too. You get caught with a gun and being high, you're looking at big time prison time, even if you didn't even do anything wrong. Is what people. I could be wrong on that.
The fact of the matter.
But that's what I've had police officers and everybody tell me on that you can get in serious trouble.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Don't question me 100%.
Well, I'm sure if you were to look at the tabloids and here comes the news and someone was shot and killed and the person that shot the person was under the influence, automatically, that's a red flag.
Yep. And another thing too, at our shop, we can take credit cards. So that was a lot of questions. Everybody came in and go, "Oh, you're only cash only?" No, we are not. We do take credit cards. We are full health department approved. We're full city approved it too as well.
And I like that you're at LVAC. How often do you guys go over there? And
once a week.
Put up your little booth.
Yeah, once a week.
Free samples too.
Yeah, free samples. I will be there. I'm not sure which one. I think it's like 2 more things on a Monday, and then I can be there. But Nolan and Lacey run that one.
Awesome.
When they do it. But on one of the Mondays, it'll be me and Nolan there. And
so if anyone has any questions, they want to come talk to Kenny, you can go check out LVAC. You don't know a particular date or time?
No, we'll start posting it. I'm sorry, just kind of slacking on social media.
It's all good.
You know.
I saw you post about being on the show.
Yep, I did that.
Thanks,
I had to dig through my phone and find a picture of me and Michelle show.
Yeah.
I did it, posted it, and but it's fun. It really is. Meeting a ton of people, you know, a lot of friends.
I was like, how are the people changed now that you went from food to now CBD?
The people that, of course, we do. Like I said, we had the people that are mad because we got rid of the cafe part.
Right.
But now with the CBD, people love coming to us because we will take the time to talk to everybody. We're not like, oh, just take this, see you later kind of thing. We want to sit down and talk. We want to know what your ailments are. We're not going to judge you. I've had women and guys tell me a lot of private things that are wrong with them, and
well, you have to open up and you have to kind of talk personal, and sometimes it's embarrassing or you're scared or you're kind of like
and I'm
breaking the box of, oh, I'm putting myself in a vulnerable situation.
And I'm 45, so I'm not like a little 18-year-old kid like all giggly when something, you know, somebody says something.
He said pee-pee.
You know, and but if we can help, it's the best things.
That's what it's all about.
There's been a couple people we actually dosage on CBD and everything that we just couldn't, and I feel bad, but you can only do so much. Not all medications, not all CBD or
you can't always make everyone happy.
Yeah, help everybody.
And you're not going to always help everyone, but
so
the people that you do, you do a great job at doing that.
Yeah, no, I love it. I send stuff across the United States to people. I'm actually sponsoring 2 fighters right now. Serena, that I have to get on the show.
Yeah. We still need to get her on the show.
Yeah, we got to do that. Another girl too, Alexa Connors. She is fighting in.
I think there's a 5th Friday of October.
Yeah,
or
so
5th Thursday of
October. And then
October,
after Alexa's fight, she lives locally, so I'll see if she'll come in. Cool. She's training in South Carolina. So Alexa, if you're hearing this, your package is out right now. Just UPS'd it out there. She's fighting in Invicta. Oh God, don't hate me if I tell you.
So which one does she take for inflammation? Any athletes out there?
What I sent to her, what she needed was something to help her go to sleep at night. Okay. So I sent that. I actually sent her a punch oil for the day, but then I actually sent her a concoction I made for myself. It's called a super oil. And I want her to try that. So I sent that out to her. I sent her a lot of the pain relief creams, the gummies. One of her friends out there is, gosh, I hope I'm not saying all this stuff wrong, is that she's going through chemo. And so I sent her some of the cancer oils to help kind of with all the chemo and the cancer and stuff like that.
Now, speaking of that, what would people take if they were on chemo with your CBD tinctures?
We have a cancer oil. So basically what we did was we researched every root, herb, and oil that was great to help battle cancer, the tumors, the side effects of chemo to help repair the body. And we just slow cooked it and put it all into one. And people are loving it. It's really helping with them. From the nauseousness because we put ginger in it, from the pain and the inflammation with the turmeric, it's helping too. And then we dose it high with CBD too.
That's great.
As well. And then we can even dose it even more. And so I sent that out to her, and just people have responded really good to it.
Good.
And so then we just see how everything goes, you know. And it's like, if it helps and it just does wonders for the body, great, awesome, perfect. And then
Down the road in the future, location number 2. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes.
What I really want is, and I've told a lot of people.
Well, the Pawn Star Plaza, that's a great location.
Yeah, they got it, and it's cool. I can't wait for it. I think.
So is Nolan going to be at both places?
No. That's a whole nother company.
Oh,
that's a whole other company.
That's a whole other monster.
And I want to say they opened, maybe today. I'm not sure.
You're just kind of putting your.
We just don't have enough time to go down there and go look at it because we work all the time.
I work right down the street.
Yeah, so you can go check it out. They're an awesome bunch of people. And what's cool about it is one of the partners, he owns a hemp farm up in Pahrump. So a lot of their isolates, their hemp buds and everything are actually coming from a real farm that's local.
And another thing I didn't know, which now I do, CBD can come from THC and CBD can come from hemp.
Yes.
Talk a little about that.
I don't know the whole extraction process from the whole THC. I know it's CO2 or alcohol, but I believe everybody's using the CO2 extraction process. For us to be on the safe side, we just want to stay with hemp. We don't want to do the CO2 process.
Right.
But we do have different people that come in that get drug tested. And a lot of people don't want to feel the high. They just feel happier that it's not coming from a marijuana plant, that it is actually coming from a hemp plant.
Right.
And we have all our testing papers for that. And everything we do.
That's a big deal. I feel like there's a lot of companies that kind of have a gray area with that.
Yeah, and I don't know a lot about that, so
especially when it comes to tinctures and edibles. And,
and I don't know enough to really talk about that. You know, I just don't know that whole process. I just know what we do.
Right.
So people don't want to feel like they're high or even get high. They want no marijuana in their system whatsoever. And then we can say that. And we can do that because it comes from a hemp plant.
Yep.
So it's a little bit different.
And people are like, when they see a hemp plant, that's a weed plant. That's
if you
regardless,
come in,
it's.
I have big jars of pure hemp buds and leaves in my shop. You smell that, and it smells just like marijuana, looks like marijuana, and
it just doesn't have the buds.
Yep. Well, no, it has buds, but not the THC buds. So people
I'm learning something.
And people are actually smoking it. People are buying our dry herb vaporizers that we have, or they're lighting it in their own bongs. We sell little flowers. We haven't really announced it yet until I'm going to buy from the Pahrump farm. They've got all their testing papers coming and everything. I'm going to actually go to the farm, so you guys will see pictures and everything. And I want to buy from them because it's right up the street.
Right.
Well, kind of. I think it's an hour away, or an hour and a half. And I'll drive up there and pick it up.
That's cool.
I want it from them because they're local. They own the coffee shop, and we're local too. So I want to support as much local businesses around us. That's
how many different companies did you have to go through in order to find the right manufacturers?
Just about one or two.
That's
one
good.
or two for the isolates and everything like that, and we just keep it 100% real. We need all testing papers, and then find out who else they've sold it to, what other companies are taking it, and then we go from there. And just to make sure that we're all at 100%, because so many people are using this like for health reasons. It's medicine. It's not like marijuana. You can just go here, go get high. You know, you have your indica, sativa, and your hybrid. Here, it's people are coming in that want to take this for certain ailments and pain and like high blood pressure, diabetics or diabetes, and different things that we can do.
Do you think the taboo will ever go away?
The CBD and THC?
Meaning people who do not want to be affiliated with marijuana at all, but they do see the benefits of CBD and they don't want to be known as a pothead. Do you think that taboo will ever?
It will, with more people coming out to talk about it. But what I believe is you need not people around, say, your age or younger, because I'm kind of old. So
I'm 35.
Okay, yeah. So like around we don't need. I'm saying
we don't need you kind of people around.
Well, I believe that if you have like the older generation
that
come in here and let them talk about it. Where we don't want THC. We're in our 60s or 70s. Like my dad and my mom, they take CBD. My mom, we have to put it in coffee because she will not take the oil drops. My dad's like super cool with it now. And you don't want a youngster talking about it either, because they're not gonna. These older people are not gonna be like, whatever. Like he doesn't do THC.
Right.
You want people of different ages, and that's what we get that come in here. Different ages, different race, whatever, sex, whatever, and talk about their experiences with it. Little kids that talk about it. Parents will say, my 6-year-old or 8-year-old has taken CBD, and this is what's benefited: stopping seizures, helped out with autism, Asperger's, and the pain that he has. And I think when those video tests, not written BS testimonials, because anybody can go in there and type, hey, this is so-and-so, I love your product, whatever.
Right.
But have a person take your cell phone and do a selfie. and record it so people can relate to say you did a selfie and you're like, oh my gosh, I took this, I was...
Like physical, like an actual video that
yep. And just
proves
nothing professional.
Evidence.
Yeah, nothing, just a selfie. I have a couple on my website with a little boy that has autism, another lady named Lacey. Eric is a little boy that has autism, and he talked about it. Lacey was on a lot of pills for stress and anxiety, and I told her she set up her phone and did it. Her Eric's mom, Debbie, recorded his stuff for him and asked questions because he's only.
Awesome.
Oh God, people are gonna hate me for not knowing ages. I want to say he's 10, 9 or 10, and so I think that's the biggest thing is when you get normal people that are not in the CBD business, that don't own a CBD company, that don't have friends that own it,
that have never smoked weed before,
exactly,
and don't want to.
The highness, or they used to before, and they're like, oh my God, I did this in high school because we still get a lot of that come in, and we felt that in high school, and we don't want to feel that now. But I think the video testimonials for people are very more one-on-one, I guess, compared to a written testimonial. And
can CBD at all help with depression and anxiety and mental health?
It's great. We have a lot of people coming in from PTSD, and PTSD is not just about soldiers. From the October 1st thing that happened, and one of my friends, I made her vape pens with CBD in it, and she was taking the oil drops to help with what she saw.
Is there a difference that you see with people taking vape CBD and tincture CBD? Or even the lotions or the edibles? Well, I mean, which one do you think is the best?
I would say
so
the oils.
Much out there.
I always say the oils are the best because it's going underneath your tongue and it's going
straight
right into your bloodstream. Yeah. As far as lotions, that's your topical pain. Say you pulled a muscle or shoulder.
So what would vape primarily be for?
I like it, but see people with, and it hurts my lungs sometimes because I have asthma, and it does help. But for people that don't want to keep inhaling smoke or the vape smoke, then they don't like that.
Do you think it's more of a psychological thing with the smoking and the
I don't know. I really don't. I think it's maybe because people want to get off cigarettes.
Yeah, I was going to say might want to quit smoking and
I'd rather smell some fruity flavor coming up in a smoke when I walk past somebody instead of full-blown cigarette smoke when you're talking to people.
Well, I see people who are vaping and it's like a huge puff of smoke, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I only take a little bit of vape. You know, it's at my shop. I'm not like a person that vapes 24/7.
There's so many things.
Yeah, if you want to come and talk to Nolan. He has a vape pen that you could throw it through that window and it'll shatter that window. It's like a weapon. Yeah, it's heavy. I know it's a heavy vape pen. If you hit somebody with it, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You know, or
Nolan.
Yeah, like I said, you could throw it through the car window, and I know he's listening, so you can.
Nolan did say that you're looking for another employee, maybe, possibly.
Yes. It depends.
So if you're a really cute, single, hot girl, and you're I'm just kidding.
No,
just kidding.
Yeah, we are. I mean, somebody with some baking experience, of course.
Okay.
Also, too, is somebody that you don't even know about CBD. We could teach you. We could train you. You just follow me and him the way we talk to customers and hearing what we say.
So back in the kitchen?
You're gonna prep stuff, do stuff, but you're gonna be out on the floor too talking to people. You're not gonna just be, I'm gonna sit in the back and make product.
Right.
No, I want you to talk to people because
you're a people person.
Yeah, but you can sit in the back and make product. But when you talk to people, you're gonna know more about both. You're gonna know the ailment of that person, and with the oils too as well. And then this way, it's like you're gonna know. Okay, so the night drops. This is what's in it.
Okay.
And everything. You're gonna know what's inside the cookies we make. You're gonna know how to make the smoothies. You know what's inside the smoothies.
Anybody interested? Any takers?
If you are, just call the shop or come down.
What kind of hours are you looking for someone to take?
Tuesday through Friday, probably like around 2 or 3 to like 7.
That's not bad.
Then Saturdays, maybe like a half day or all day. And we just go from there.
Cool.
And see if you like it. It's a very cool, easy job. You just gotta love to talk. You gotta be not afraid of any age person that comes in through that door.
Sure.
Or any race. Yeah. Anybody. Sex, whatever.
Right.
Just whoever comes through that door, you help them, you treat them exactly the same as you treat everybody else.
I love the Vegas Strong sign you have in the store.
Yeah, we got that. I got my Lincoln Park sign in there too. I have the Vegas Golden Knights.
You said you had an artist that made those for you.
Well, the Lincoln Park was a platinum plaque. Cool. But I want to say it's D&M Fabrication over on Windmill. They made that big Vegas Strong heart. I'm actually totally slacked off. If you're listening, I'm sorry. I know I have to come down there and pick up another one. She did this U.S. flag one with the Vegas Strong. It's so bomb. So
that's cool.
I got to go get that for the shop.
Windmill Designs. Did I just brain fart on that?
I don't know. It's like D. I want to say it's D&M Fabrications.
Where did I even get that?
When I go back there, when I go get my what do you call it? I'll get it and I'll post a picture of their link with a sign when after I go pick it up. And I know I told her I was gonna go pick it up like a couple days ago. And I totally sorry I've been busy and I spaced. And
you're a busy guy.
But what?
Why don't you seek food?
Oh my gosh, Christine. Shh. This guy, Boba Place.
Yeah.
Bomb. It's I'm plugging all my friends, but it's he has this watermelon boba, and it's got green boba.
You know, I've heard a lot about boba. Boba tea.
It's green boba on the bottom. And
okay, is it sugar free?
No.
See, I gotta wait.
But you could
wait 3 weeks.
Okay, so yeah, then you gotta
3
go.
weeks.
So it's off Silverado and Maryland Parkway.
Okay.
Bomb.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Can you put CBD in boba tea?
I guess. I don't know. Hey, we need to have a business meeting coming up. But no, that watermelon boba, I go there and take selfies with it. And
you like it?
Oh, and it's green boba. It's just different.
What is boba?
Boba is like tapioca pearl balls.
Do you eat them?
Mm-hmm. They're kind of like squishy, and you eat them. They're good. I mean, I don't know. Some people don't
Why would someone put it in a sweet tea, though? Where did that come from?
Asian countries.
I once freaked a kid out when I was eating tapioca and said I was eating fish eggs, and they believed me and started crying.
You could tell everybody that, and they're giant too. They're like giant ones.
Any boba fans out there?
It's so good. I mean, his boba place is bomb. It's called Think Boba. It's really good. Like I love it. I mean, I used to live right down the street from where he opened. If I still lived there, I'd be every day. I just live I live further south by Green Valley now, so it's a little hard for me to get
stalkers
up
for Kenny.
Yeah, so it's really good. He has a really good shop, and then.
So a little thing else about Kenny, if you didn't know, he's covered in tattoos.
Yeah.
Obviously, his head is not covered, but literally, it's head to toe. He's covered in tattoos, and you love tattoos.
Yes, I actually am debating on doing my hands right now, but the problem is at our shop. We're always around sanitizer and degreaser, so I don't know if putting it on my hands, if it's going to eat the ink right away.
Let's see what Facebook thinks. What do you guys think? Should he tattoo his hands?
Tattoo my hands. I was going to do the back of my head. It was very close to tattooing the back of my head, and then
why do you like tattoos so much?
You know, it's funny. I got my first tattoo when I was 28.
Really?
I waited a long time to get tattooed.
You did.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's not colored. It's black and white. Well, you have a little red.
Yeah, I have the U.S. flag under one arm.
And you like guns. That's another thing about. He loves guns. I don't care.
Okay, so this is my gun. Okay, where's the camera?
It's like his girlfriend.
I think right there. You can see it. No. Yeah. Okay, so this is a SIG 938. This is my everyday carry gun. Has stars raised above the handle. It has
so
We the People engraved.
Holding it.
9mm. This is my carry gun. I love it to death. It's always loaded, ready to go. The one thing I like about the SIG, there is a safety right here to drop if you need.
You know, I was thinking as a woman, I need to go to a range and start shooting just to know how to operate a gun. And there's a lot of confidence.
Yep.
You know,
I tell everybody, if you're an American citizen and you do not, the one thing that will stop you from getting a concealed carry permit
is having a
medical marijuana card, a DUI, and domestic violence. If you have any of those three, you cannot get one.
Okay. Take
a real class, get it done, and then go out into a place that has different guns and fire to see what you like the best. The two places that I go to get guns but they don't have firing ranges in there, is Ventura Ammunitions, and I go to Freedom Firearms.
It interests me when people carry their weapons like where you can see them, like just like hanging on their hip, and I'm thinking like,
yeah, I don't.
Should I make a face at them or something?
No, you know what it is. I don't. Well, now I have a CCW, so I don't have to open carry. But you know, I know I'm probably gonna get ridiculed for actually showing my gun on this show. But you know what? I really don't care. If you come to my shop, everybody knows I have one, and I mean, we have gun stickers on our windows and stuff.
I think Maria likes guns, don't you, Maria? Yeah, I think he does. My trainer and his wife are obsessed with guns.
Oh, see, that's perfect. And I have a ton. And
we did a photo shoot with the team Platinum Physiques, and it was babes and guns or something like that.
Yeah.
Everyone loves guns.
Yeah, and it's just, you know,
it's America.
Yeah, and you know what, it's
America.
But getting it, you have to be responsible. You have to know what you're doing with them, because it is you know, you can pull it out and
I have
whatever.
a BB gun.
Yeah, those are scary too. You can point that at someone. I bought my dad a gun.
Pink.
Yeah, so it's.
Well, we have 18 seconds left. I want to thank you for hanging out with me.
Yeah, for sure.
And stop by the
Tell her next time
Panda.
she needs to bring food. Hey, I told you I was hungry.
Jeez, I'm competing in 3 weeks. You bring me food.
Yeah, but you eat healthy. I don't.
Bring me some bread.
She loves guns. Sweet. Maria. You're even better now.
Yeah. Love you, Maria.
You do show it to me when you get there. I love it. I love seeing everything.
All right, guys. So the Cannabis Show is every second and fifth Thursday of the month from 2 to 3 p.m. And I hope Kenny stops by every time. It's not the same without you.
Yeah. No, I'll try. You know, it's just like
he'll try.
I just got to get my employees to work.
Lacey
they will.
And Noel got your back.
Yeah, they'll do it. And then, if you guys know people that are looking for a job in the afternoon, just small job. Like I said, there's no marijuana in there, so you could be a high school kid after school if you'd like.
There you go.
You know, and just like
address again.
St. Rose Parkway in Paseo Verde. There's Steak and Shake, Juice Standard,
the hours.
Core, Pilates, 10 to 7 Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 3 Saturday and Sunday. And I did change my hours on the door for Friday because my friend Maria said that I had to change it because I messed up.
There you go. Thanks, homie.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you later.